Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, I don't really want to turn this channel into a review channel of kits, because I think they're a little bit boring, and there's plenty of people out there who do them a lot better than me. But I've had this kit on order for a long time in anticipation. It's just arrived, so I thought I would just share it with you. So it's from Hong Kong Models. It's the 1/48 scale Lancaster B Mark 1 Special Grand Slam. So this is the modified Lancaster bomber, as you can see in its day scheme there. They carried the Grand Slam there, the 22,000-pound bomb. This is the big brother to obviously the tall boy, which was used like on turpits and various things like that. Punched a couple of holes through that battleship, put that upside down in the fjord, and that was the end of that one. Now, it's really interesting because these bombs were made. Barnes Wallis had a lot to do with these bombs. Barnes Wallis from the Bouncing Bombs and Highball and various other things. So he's responsible for this bomb. It was precision made. Its idea was to hit the ground at supersonic speeds, bury itself on the ground, explode and cause almost like a mini earthquake. So whatever it was trying to destroy would collapse in on itself, because as we know, in the Second World War, precision bombing was quite difficult to do. But these bombs were like precisely made. You can even see the fins on the back were meant to make the bomb spin. Now, I don't think the altitude this thing was supposed to be dropped from was ever achieved by the Lancaster bomber. I think Barnes Wallis did design another aircraft to actually carry these bombs at a much higher altitude. So I don't think they ever quite reached the supersonic speeds it was supposed to. But they did do a lot of damage on certain viaducts, I think in northern France, or might be in western Germany, which the RAF have been trying to flatten for quite a while. Well, a couple of these did a very good job at it. An interesting fact about these bombs: they're so expensive to make. If the plane went out on a sortie and the sortie was cancelled, they had to bring that bomb back. They couldn't just dump it in the Channel or the North Sea like the normal bombers would. If their target was obscured, they'd come back and just drop the bombs in designated areas in the North Sea or in the English Channel. These had to come back because these were so expensive to make. They used an explosive called Torpex, which is actually, as far as I'm aware, an explosive that was actually designed for torpedoes. Torpex, torpedo, explode, whatever. So I think that's where the word comes from. And it had to be poured in a liquid form. Then it had to set, so it took days for it to set. So these bombs were precisely made, precisely milled, and way too expensive just to chuck in the sea. Right, we'll have a quick look at the kit. I'm not going to go fully in depth with it. I'm sure that other people will do these a lot better than me. But I just thought we'll have a quick look at it. Box art is fantastic. It's from Hong Kong Models, HK Models. I've had this on back order since February. I've never seen one of their kits before. The box art is fantastic. If you run around on the side, so we've got like some CGI images of the model. I'm not too bothered about them. A lot of people don't like them. I'm not fussed. But it's a nice quality box. And we've got like markings on the side there for a couple of aircraft. Now I have taken the lid off because it's actually quite difficult to take off. So I've taken the lid off, so we'll have a quick look inside the box at the contents. Now I haven't really had a good look at this, so we'll have a look, see together, see what it looks like. Okay, there's the clear bits. I probably won't take these out of the packet at the minute, but they look okay. Obviously you don't use it's the upper turret, I think, is deleted, and the nose turret, so we'll not be using them. You've got your nose turret, that'll be gone, so that's blanked off to save weight. We'll have a quick look at some of the plastic. I will get it out of the packet and we'll have a look. So this is one of the fuselage sides. And there we go. Like I said, I've never seen one of their kits before, so this is a first impression for me. So we've got nice interior detail, no sink marks. Looks very nice. Now, I'm only doing this review because to be honest, the disappointment of the Armour Hobby P39, I'm building that, and I don't know what Armour Hobby have done, but it's a massive step back compared to their Hurricanes and their other 72nd scale kits. So I thought we'd have a look at this and try to cheer us up a bit. It's got some fantastic service detail, panel lines, rivet detail, go all the way to the edge. Now, the elephant in the room is, as you can see, these have got windows. The special didn't, they were all filled in. So these are going to have to be, I assume we'll put the glass in and fill the holes, but that's going to be slightly tricky, so I may lose some detail on that. So I might have to do some not rescribing, just some re-riveting. Little bit of a shame because it's fantastic surface detail. I'm really pleased with that. You can see all the rivet detail in the nose. Like I say, looking forward to building this one. I'll have a quick look at the wings. Come packed together. Oh, they almost fitted together there. Again, you can see the rivet detail on that, panel line detail. Looks fantastic. That looks really nice. I have built the Tamiya 48 scale Lancaster. Oh, it must be about 20 years ago now. This looks like a game changer compared to that one, but it probably would be because the Tamiya kit was quite old. I mean, it was typical Tamiya for its day. It had nice detail, built up nicely. But this one, I think, certainly blows it out of the water. This one was pre-ordered from Hanan, so it was about 100 quid, I think. I was actually ordered that long ago. Right, there's the bomb itself. The Grand Slam, £22,000 bomb. There's like the chain that holds it together. The nose cone, which is blanked off because it's got rid of the nose turret. The fins on the back to make it rotate and spin and bury itself in the ground. That looks very nicely done. I'll just pick out another random screw it at random, and we'll just see what it looks like. Then we'll have a look at the paperwork. Like I said, I'm not going to go through every bit of this kit because other people are probably going to do a better review than me. But this is just a quick overview. Nice details. Radio. Yoke for the pilot, sidewall detail, tail wheel for the jockey wheel, more bits and bobs on that. Looks very good. So it's a new moulded kit. I don't think we're going to have any issues with that looking at it. There's the Bombay dub, but you're not going to see that because it has a different sort of modification to it. I think there's the instrument panel. I assume transfers will come with that. Now, someone says you don't use the word transfers. Well, I've been using it since I was like 6 or 7 in the 1970s, and at the time everyone called them transfers. May call them something different in America, around the world, but I'm going to stick with the word transfers. You know, we know what we're talking about. So, some edge fretting there. But again, the transfers made by Cartograph, so they're going to be spot on. It's pointless taking them out. Let's have a quick look at this bit, see what we've got. Instructions very thick. Oh, look at this. So we've got a poster in the bottom replicating the box art. That looks very nice. I'll get that framed and put it up in the workroom somewhere. Once I get a chance to get the workroom sorted, I'll give you a little guided tour of it. Give you an idea of what's in my stash and how I work and how I operate. But we'll just have a quick flick through the instructions. I'm not going to say I'll not dwell on it too much. It's like 3D rendered. Looks like the paint call out are done as you go. Builds up nicely. So there's the windows that need to be put in. So they're going to be needed. Depends how good of a fit they are, mind. You might get away with a slightly thicker cement, which may just sort of ooze through and like melt welded together. But it's going to be a little bit tricky, but I'm sure there's an easier way of doing that. It shouldn't be too bad. So there's the bottom plate that goes on over the bomb bay, the original bomb bay, and your bomb fits in there. Tail planes all sorted. Tail gunner's position. That's the only one you're going to have on. Nice big instructions, by the way. This is a big bit of paper, much bigger than A4. It's like slightly bigger than A4, slightly smaller than A3. The bomb, not much to it. And it just pop it on. That's all it seems to hold it in. All right. Navigation lights, or whatever you call them, semaphore lights or something like that. Again, canopy goes on, nose cone goes on. Might leave the glazing off a little bit later in the job. There you go. I tell you what, they are really big pages, these, but I'd rather have them bigger than smaller, especially when you get to my age where your eyesight starts to fail a little bit. Your Merlin engines, I think these might have been upgraded for this B1 special, not sure, but these were definitely modified Lancasters. The standard one couldn't lift this sort of weight, I don't think, or not easily. Again, your flaps are there, they look okay. Engines, so you do have an engine, but no way of displaying it, not to worry. Undercarriage fits nicely by the look of it. Then you bring your wings in. I'd probably be tempted to bring the wings in before you put the engines on the undercarriage, but that's how I would build it. And that's the overall look. So you see you've got no upper turret, no nose turret. Your part call out at the back. The transfer list there. Colour schemes. So it's obviously in the day camo. Is it earth over green and grey, but I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. And I think they were in pretty decent condition. I don't think they were badly weathered. Obviously there's room for some sort of weathering on them, but I think stencil details as well. Generally think this is going to build into a really impressive model. The only issue is obviously the windows, but I'm sure a competent model can overcome that. I might say they might have to do a bit more re-riveting, but otherwise I've waited for this kit since February. Couldn't wait for it to arrive. It came yesterday, we opened it today, we've all had a look. I am really impressed by that. It's put the disappointment of AK's P39 into perspective. I don't want to dump all over the P39 just yet. I'll give Armour Hobbies a chance because they're a new company, and so far they've hit the mark every time. So we'll see how it builds. We'll go from there, and I'll do a little build video. I'm saying I'll do a build video on this one. This might take a while. I've got quite a bit in the queue at the minute, but otherwise, it looks fabulous. Fabulous. If it builds up nicely, I'm certainly going to look at some HK models, some other things as well, because the presentation has impressed me quite a lot. It's a golden era for modelers, I think. Thanks for watching.